Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How's everyone?
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Can you guys hear me fine?
I can, yes, mashallah.
Okay, so just give a couple of minutes. We're only 6 people right now. Yes, hopefully everybody's going to join. Okay, looks like we're losing audience. What's going on?
Do you mind just late a little bit?
Could be. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulil kareem. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. So inshallah, as promised, today we are going to start with Fi'l Mudari. Does anybody remember what Fi'l Mudari is? Anybody? Okay.
I have to go back with my notes.
Okay. How many kind of verbs we have? In Arabic, how many kind of verbs we have?
2.
Yes, 2. And one of them is past tense, right? And the other one is present
Present.
and future. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we have spent quite a bit of time on the past tense. What do we call the past tense? Madi, right? What is the another name for past tense? It is known as perfect tense. Why is it known as perfect tense?
Action is complete.
Action is complete. MashaAllah, brother Altaf. Okay. And so today, and we have covered that much. So today we are going to the other one, which is known as Mudare and is also known as imperfect tense. And it covers both the present and the future. So if I say I am doing something, which means right now.
This hearing problem with Kabir bhai.
There is a hearing problem. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yeah, so I think a message from Kabir bhai.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, who is sending? Kabir. Brother Kabir, are you able to hear us now? Brother Fawad, can you chat with him and ask him if he can hear us?
Okay.
It look like, let me see. Brother Kabir has a microphone. I don't know if his headphone is working or not properly. Okay. All right. So if I'm doing something, that means I'm doing it right now. It means it's a present tense. And if I say, I will do it tomorrow, what kind of tense is that?
Future.
Future tense. So today we are going to cover fi'l mudare, which will cover both the present and the future tense. Is that making sense?
Still, he can't hear us.
Okay, tell him to log off, leave the meeting and come back again.
Okay.
Maybe that way he can fix the problem. Okay. All right. So in fi'l madi, we had suffix. Remember, we had suffix. And where did we put the suffix? At the
And.
At the end. Remember, we had the huwa, not huwa, like we had fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu. So we at the end, we had that. Also, if you remember, we had three variations of the fi'l. So our starting fi'l was fa'ala, and we said that this is the fa kalima, this is the ain kalima, and this is the lam kalima. And the fa and the lam stays the same. However, the ain kalima can have a fatha, it could have a kasra, or it could have a dhamma. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Now, the one thing about fi'l mudare that we also have some prefixes and suffix, both. We have both prefixes and suffix. But the sign of perfect tense is these four letters: ya, ta, alif, and noon. And you know where they will start from?
Yaf'al.
At the beginning. Okay, at the beginning. So once I give you an example, inshallah, you will understand. Okay. Is Brother Kabir back in line now? Yeah, he's back online. Can you hear now, Brother Fawad?
He's logged on. He didn't reply me yet.
Okay. Brother Kabir, are you able to hear us? Okay. All right. Any questions so far? No questions? You know, you guys are very quiet today. Everything okay?
Yeah, it's okay. Maybe some people can't hear that.
Sister Fazila, I don't hear Sister Fazila. She's usually talking by this time. No?
Sorry, brother, I can't talk too much because I have so much kids around, so they're making noise.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No worries, no worries. Okay. All right. So if we, so let's take an example before I give you the table. So we had in Fi'l Madi, we had fa'ala, right? And the sign for the third person is ya. Okay. So how do we do that? So we attach ya in the beginning to the fa'ala, then fa, ain, lam. So this is going to become, then it will have the fatha, the fa will become sukoon, and then yafalu. Making sense?
Yes.
This is how you construct the fi'l mudari. And the meaning will be, in the madi we said he did, right? In the past tense we said fa'ala, he did. In the present and future tense is going to be he does or he will do.
He will do.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Saying there's no difference on he does, he will do, it will be always يفعل.
Yafalu.
يفعل.
Right. So based on the context, you will understand whether he means present tense or in future tense.
Okay, thank you.
So, but in Arabic, fi'l mudari covers both the present tense and the future tense. Okay. Now, if you remember, how many pronouns we have for
14.
the file? 14, right?
Yes.
So you can also think of this as huwa,
Oh. Yep.
yep, alu. Making sense?
Yes.
Okay. So then we need to know, how do we say huma? Okay. Huma is what?
Two.
Masanna, right? Musanna, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Now this time you have to help me with this. Remember when we were doing like the Musanna Wahid, and for Muslim, what is the Musanna of Muslim?
Muslimani.
Muslimani, right?
Yeah.
Mani. So yaf'alu, when you go with Musanna and it's huma, you're gonna say yaf,
Alani. Yaf'ala.
ala. Making sense?
Mm.
Okay. Then this is Wahid. What about Jama?
يفعلون.
We
Yaf'aluna.
had hum, right? And if we have to make the Jama of the Muslim one, what was the
Muslimuna.
Muslimun, right? So it's gonna become
يفعلون.
Yaf'aluna.
so this is the third person for the male.
Mm.
Is that making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
So we have to put the ya before and then the ending changes, right?
Yes, the ending changes and the ya is the sign of mudari. What is the ya?
Yeah, the sign of mudari or future.
Yes. So whenever you see a ya in a verb,
Mm.
you know that this is the mudari,
Okay.
and it is a third person.
Okay.
I think if there is sa, it will be further clear than in future. Yeah.
Sa yafalu.
سيفعل.
Yes, sa yafalu. When you see a sa with this yafalu, then it means we are talking about near future. That soon they will something they will do. Soon. Sa yafalu means soon they will do. That means it is, we know that it's future.
Okay.
Making sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, inshallah. So with this preview, let me see who else is here. Brother Javed is missing today. Yeah, brother Javed is missing today.
That's why it's really quiet today.
No, he can't be quiet. It looks like he's missing. Otherwise, I don't think he can be quiet. Okay. Now, some people who have joined a bit later, let's just for their benefit, let's just take a quick review. Okay, guys, we are learning verbs, and we have spent quite a bit of time on the Madi. So there are two kind of verbs. One of them is called past tense. In Arabic, we call it fi'l madi. And for the future and the present, we have fi'l mudare. Madi, also known as perfect tense, because the thing is complete. And imperfect tense is, it is still happening. We don't know, it's not done yet. Okay? So if I say I'm doing something right now, that means it's present. And if I say I will do it tomorrow, then I'm saying that I'm going to be doing it tomorrow, which is in the future. Okay. Then we know the signs of perfect tense, imperfect tense. Okay, which is mudare. And what are the signs? Ya, ta, alif, and nun. Okay, so remember that. Ya, ta, alif, nun. And then we remember that when we were doing fa'ala, we had three variations of fa'ala. We had fa'ala with the fatha on the ayn, fa'ila with the kasra on the ayn, and fa'ula. Right? Now, we have, and then the second page we said, when we are dealing with third person, we using the ya, and we become yaf'alu. If we take this pattern, then it's going to be yaf'alu. That means he does or he will do. And imagine it's hidden there. So we know huwa is here. In yaf'alani, huma is there. That means two people will do or two people does. Okay. And then hum is in the una. Ani, una. Now we have learned these long time ago. So they are just now be our review, right? So wahid is huwa, musanna is huma, and jama is hum, and this is for male, right? Okay. So now let me show you the final chart so that you understand what am I doing here. Okay. If we take the pattern fa ula, which one am I taking? The fa ula one. Okay. So then this is male. So what is going to be? Yaf ulu. Yaf ulu. Yaf ulani. Yaf uluna. Making sense? And look what I did. I put the ya in the top so that you know that this is all. Yeah. In this case, the ya is for the male wahid, male musanna, and then male jama, and then the jama of female. When we come to the female wahid for the third person, we say taf'alu. So which do you see here? Taf'alu, ta. And then similarly taf'alani. Now how do we get the ta? Because remember the ta is anis, the ta marbuta. So whenever we are dealing with muannas, there is always a ta, right? Okay. Now in this case, another confusion which will happen to you, that some of them are same, but that means we have less to remember. So do not confuse yourself and think about it, that when you read the whole sentence, the context will tell you that what are you dealing with, whether you're dealing with men or whether you're dealing with female. Okay. So yaf'alu, yaf'ulu, yaf'ulani, yaf'uluna. Taf'ulu, taf'ulani, yaf'ulna. Remember the madi of this? Remember? Fa'alna was the we had the fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna. So here the same idea, but we have the mudare here, yaf'ulna, yaf'ulna. Same pattern. Any questions on this?
Maybe if we can do exercise with this one a little bit.
Yeah, inshallah, we will do exercise, but first try to understand these. Okay. Now, For the male second person, this alamat ta means you do or you will do. Okay.
Mm.
So if we translate the first one again, yafalu, he does or he will do. Yafalani, those two men will do or they do. Yafaluna, the plural men, they does or they will do in the future. Tafalu, the female person will do or does, right? Or she will do. Tafalani, two women will either do or they do. Yafulna, meaning more than two women, either they are doing it or they will do it in the future.
So here we don't put taf'alun,
No,
we put ya.
for the female is yafulna.
Mm,
Yafulna, right? Yafaluna is for the male.
okay. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So tafalu, you do or you will do, male. Tafulani, you do, two male, or you do or you will do. And tafaluna, more than two men will do or they do right now in present. For the female, we
Sorry,
have-
brother Abid.
yes, sir.
So what is the
Welcome.
difference? What is the difference between third person female and second person male? Looks like the same.
Yeah.
Right, that's the disclaimer I gave you, that some of these will start to look very familiar to you, or they're alike, they're same. Like tafalani, same. Tafalu,
Yeah.
tafalu, same. But the
Yeah.
problem is that the people of Arabic language decided to do this, right?
No, it's fine. It's fine
Yeah,
as
so-
long as we
right.
know that it's the same.
So we just have to memorize them.
Yeah.
And the context will tell you whether it was a tafalu from the third person for female or tafalu for the male for the second person. That will come with experience and some memory. So I know this is confusing, but Brother Fawad, you were cutting off. Say that again. Are you there? Brother Javed is there today. mashallah.
Assalamualaikum. Sorry, brother, completely missed it. Anyway.
No worries, no worries. Okay. So let's carry on with this. Inshallah, when we do exercises, you will start to see the big picture. So, and some of that we have to memorize, and some of them, I don't want you to memorize it, but if you see the pattern, you can make it yourself, and practice will make you perfect, inshallah. So, taf'alina for the female, taf'ulani for the female, and taf'ulna. And this is the mudare sign of ta. This is the alif. Af'alu, I do or I will do, male. And naf'ulu, two people, like two of us, we two do or we two will do. Similarly, naf'ulu meaning we will do or we do, more than two men. And same thing for the female, because it's the first person, and the first person applies to both male and female.
These are the present tense, right?
These are the present and future tense.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Fi'l mudari. Okay.
Good.
So let's switch gears and let me show you some chapter from the book that will also show you some another view in this thing. So let me try that. Okay, let's look at this picture first. Okay, so here you can see the zamir or the pronoun is showing right here. So huwa yan suru. So this is what I was saying. Huwa yaf'ulu. Huma yan surani. So huwa yansuru means he helps or he will help. Huma yansurani meaning both of them help or both of them will help. Hum yansuruna. Okay. And then hiya tansuru, huma tansurani, hunna yansurna. Is this making sense? Is this easier?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Taf'alan.
All right. So then anta because there is the second person is anta, right, for the male. So anta tansuru, antuma tansurani, antum tansuruna. Anti tansurina, antuma tansurani, and antunna tansurna. And ana unsuru, nahnu nansuru. Okay. Okay. So let's try another example from the book. All right. So here, this is the chapter of imperfect tense. So what are we saying? These are imperfect tense, denotes both present and the future tense in which an action is unfinished. So because of the unfinished action, what do we call them? Imperfect tense. So the conjugation, which is the girdan, the one we are doing, the making the table, that is called conjugation, is made by the following example. For example, yaf'alu, he does or he will do. So look at this table. Maybe this will make more sense because it has more details. So for the third person, for singular, we have yaf'alu, he does, he will do. Yaf'alani, they both do or they both will do. Yaf'aluna, they all do or they all will do. That's the male. For the female, taf'alu, taf'alani, yaf'alna.
Brother Abid,
Yes, sir.
I'm a little confused. The one you wrote, can you bring it back?
Yeah, I can bring it back. The reason you are confused is I took
There is-
the faula. I took the
Yes.
faula pattern.
Okay.
That will explain to you why you are confused. Let me see.
Like we said, yaf'ulu.
Yeah, the reason for that was when I started this pattern, I said I am following the pattern faula.
Okay.
Okay, the pattern you are watching right now is the faala. Okay, faala.
Okay.
This one.
So when to decide which pattern to follow?
Yes, that information is coming, and I want to cover that probably towards the end of after the end of this explanation. Then it will start to make more sense. Okay, so back to our screen. So the third person monas is taf'alu, taf'alani, yaf'alna, and then second person male is taf'alu, taf'alani, taf'aluna, taf'alina, taf'alani, taf'alna. Af'alu, naf'alu. Making sense? Okay, the prefixes are ya, ta, alif, nun. We covered that already. They are also called the signs of mudare. If I ask you this question next time, who can give me the signs of mudare? What are you going to say?
Noon,
Ta, ya.
alif, hamza, ta, and ya. Before.
Start from the ya, because ya is the third person, ta is the second person, alif and noon are for the first person. Alif for the singular and noon for the plural. Okay. So the suffixes are, these are the prefixes, meaning they come in the beginning of the fi'l mudari. So what are the suffixes? We have the ani for the duals, which is musanna, and una for the masculine plural, right? And na for the feminine plurals, and ina for the second person feminine singular, which means here we have the second person. Where did we go? Taf'alina. If you want to remember taf'alina, who can remind me what was the wahid of Muslim was Muslim, right? What was the nasab of Muslimin or Muslim? What was the nasab for Muslim?
Muslimin.
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 Muslimina, right?
Yeah.
And what was the jama of Muslimina?
Same.
Same.
Same, I think. Yeah.
For the nasab. So this ina is coming from there. So think about Muslimina. So taf'alina, Muslimina. Okay. Now let's look at some more information here. We will come back to this. And these are some of the examples. In the Madi, Fataha mean he opened. Yaftahu, he opens or will open. Ja'ala, he made. Yaj'alu, he makes or he will make. Masaha, he wiped. Yamsahu, he wipes or he will wipe. What is masaha?
Masa mean wipe, like when we do
When we
masa.
make the wudu, we do the masaha of our head, right? Okay, so we'll come back to this. I just want to fast forward to the Quranic verses because I want to cover this in a different way. Okay, so أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وَيَفْعَلُ اللَّهُ مَا يَشَاءُ. What is the meaning of يَفْعَلُ?
Allah
He
does.
does.
He does. Who does?
Allah.
So in this condition is Allah is the fa'il, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Is he zahir or is he hidden?
Zahir.
Zahir. So وَيَفْعَلُ اللَّهُ مَا يَشَاءُ. And
Whatever
Allah
he
does what he wills.
He wants.
Right? الَّذِينَ يُوفُونَ بِأَهْدِ اللَّهِ وَلَا يَنْقُضُونَ الْمِيثَاقَ. So first of all, what is the sign of mudare? Yeah.
Yeah.
And una means is for the,
Plural.
is it for the female or male?
Masculine.
Male.
Male. So meaning those who fulfill the agreement with Allah and do not break the pledge.
Their pledge. Their
Pledge
covenant.
is misaq. Yankuduna is breaking, the action of breaking something. Okay, and those is coming from what? The plural, home.
So the root would be nakada, right?
Yeah, the root will be noon, kaf, and dwat.
Dot.
Nakada. All right. Everybody clear on that?
Yes.
So, brother, you said those is coming from not allazi.
Oh yeah, sorry. Allazina is those, but yankuduna here is also they because it's more than two male, right? They broke. So those who fulfill the agreement with Allah, and also when those was come here, we could also say, and they do not break their pledge. But since it's clear that they did not come in this sentence, making sense? Okay, now again, yalbisuna min sundusiyum wa istabrakim mutakabilin. What is yalbisuna? The fi'l mudare?
Brother Abid,
Yes, sir.
is yufuna also muzare?
Yes. Right,
Okay.
it is mudare. Okay, let me see. Let me look at the
Yufuna bin nazri.
Lavina yufuna. Let's see. Maybe it's not because those who fulfill. Yufuna.
Like Allah Zina, those who.
Yeah.
Mudare, yufuna, those who
It is fail. So fail mudare, yes. Fulfill. Those who
Fulfill.
From Wafa.
Yeah, it's from Wafa.
Okay. So wafa, yeah, wafa say fulfill. Yufuna is the to fulfill. The agreement is the misaq. No, actually misaq is the pledge, and the agreement with Allah is bi ahdillah. Bi ahdillah. Is it mudaf ilayh, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, because we can say agreement with Allah or Allah's agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yalbisuna is to wear the clothes. Okay. Or dressed. You see that?
It's labasa.
Labasa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yalbisuna again, that dressed in fine and thick silk facing each other. Okay.
If they will be dressed, that means it's a future now.
It's actually again, this is one of those sentences. Remember, you asked me, Brother Javed, when I gave you the example, it says "Kad kamati salah." Remember that?
Right.
And you said, okay, if it's happening in the past, then why are we saying in the beginning of the salah?
Correct.
Remember?
Yeah,
So if you checked your WhatsApp messages over the weekend, I did some research and I sent you a big an article about that.
Okay.
Okay. So in that article, one of the comment was that sometime when we say kad kamati salah, it also convey the message of something is about to happen.
Okay.
Making sense? If I say the salah is starting, I would say kad kamati salah. But in some other context, if I say kad kamati salah, it also means that the salah has finished or started and finished. You know, it has both meanings.
But here the ayah is clearly saying something going to happen in the future. So,
Yeah. So
probably I like to translate it as they will be dressed in silk and all that thing.
Yes, they will be dressed in fine and thick silk. So you could say that the translation is they will be dressed in fine and thick silk, facing each other.
Got it.
Right? Okay.
Right.
So any other questions?
No. Well, okay.
Okay. So now let's move on to the next one. Wa Dauda wa Sulaymana is yahkumani fil harsi is nafashat fihi ghanamu. So what is, first of all, Dawood and Sulaiman? The name of
Name of
two prophets, right? How many are there?
two.
So look at the
Yahkumani.
Yahkumani. So
Musanna.
the word is hakama, right? If you go Madi, Vizmani Hakama or Hakuma, right?
Hakum.
Ordered.
Okay, Ha, Ka, Ma, Mim, right? And with
Hakama,
the Ya is the Mudare, the sign of Mudare, and the Ani is for the Huma, for two people. And Dawood and Suleiman, when they both give judgment concerning the field, when the people's sheep pasture therein by night. Okay.
Then why it's not about the past? We are talking.
Yeah, again, I understand what you're saying. These translations are a little bit different than what we are learning. So what I would say, just stick with me. Inshallah, this will start to make sense. But yes, they give judgment or they will give judgment. But they can't be they will give because it happened in the past. But this is Fele Mudare. It's telling me maybe the near past. Remember when we did the Qad, we took the meaning of the present past. Remember that?
Yeah.
So in this case,
So
we're
Brother
also
Abid,
saying, yes.
maybe it's the case when the ayat is being narrated or said at that time, it's indicating in the future from that point, reference point. It's not the reference point we are in now.
Right. So we have to take a look at a lot of other information which we do not know at the moment. But yes,
I think you're right. It's a reference point over there because when Dawood and Sulaiman gave the judgment.
Yes, they gave the judgment, right? So again, what I'm trying to explain to you, I know what I taught you right now. You're trying to use that information to the dot on this ayah. But yes, it's a failure mudare, but we don't know whether it's the near future or the near past or future, far past. We have to look at other advanced lectures to understand the translation of this thing. Okay, but yahkumani, again, it is failure mudare. The alamat mudare is there, and the mani is telling me it's for the huma. It's musanna. Is that making sense? Let's stick with that, and then we'll worry about this, why the translation is like that. Okay. Wala yahillu lahunna ay yaktumna. So what is yaktumna?
To hide, conceal.
Got it.
Yes, conceal. Who are concealing? Men or women?
Women.
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 So, and it is not lawful for them. For them who? The women. To hide that which Allah has created in their wombs. Arhamihim. Arhamihinna. Ma khalaqa, what Allah created.
Why it is hinna?
See that again?
Why it is hinna? Why not hunna? Arhamihunna.
You tell me, brother Javed.
Oh boy, he got me there. Arhami.
Because
it's not Darmadu. It is Mudafale.
Okay, we know that when there is a kasra, when there is a kasra, before the hunna, then it becomes hinna. The 4 rules I told you about. Hum and him, hunna and hinna, because there is a kasra on the meme here. So that is what making it hinna, not hunna.
And the kasra of the meme is by default there, right? It's in
it's
the
also mudaf ilayh, because mudaf ilayh is always in the halat jar, meaning.
No, but why the meme got kasra now?
Why the meme is kasra? Because that might be the name. That's the name of the noun, arhami hinna.
No, it's coming from the raham.
Yes. Okay, so arhami is the noun, and when there is a kasra there, it is in the halat nasab, halat jar, and hinna is also halat jar. So it becomes. Okay, all right. We are focusing on the, the wrong thing. I'm just trying to talk about the fi'l mudari. Okay.
Okay, got enough. Thank you.
Now this was the female third person plural. Okay. لا تسفكون دماءكم ولا تخرجون أنفسكم من دياركم. What is the alamat mudari here?
Ta.
Ta. And what is the suffix? The suffix is ta. So what is it? What person is it?
Plural.
Plural, third person.
Third person?
Male. Second person.
Second person. Good job. Thank you, Sister Roman.
Yeah, tasfikuna. Yeah, right.
Because of the ta, ta is the sign for the second person. Right? So do not shed blood among yourself and do not drive out your people from your house. Qala inni.
Why didn't you underline tukhrijuna? Because isn't tukhrijuna also present tense?
Yes, that is also tukhrijuna is also the fi'l mudari. Okay. So tukhrijuna is also the same thing for second person for plural male.
Second person plural male.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so guys, just give me a quick second. Somebody's at my door. I need to take care of them. Can you guys hang on and just discuss it among yourself about this? Let me move it here. Let's see if you can do this one. This.
أصبناهم بذنوبهم ونتبعوا هم لا يسمعون. أصبناهم. What's أصبنا?
We can afflict them.
بذنوبهم.
To afflict us. To afflict them.
بذنوبهم ونتبعوا طبعا. على قلوبهم فهم لا يسمعون. They don't hear. أصبناهم بذنوبهم.
Okay, I'm back. So, did you guys get it?
Yep.
We don't have the wings to fly away right now, brother.
What happened?
We're still in the process. I say we don't have the wings, to fly away.
Okay, so in this one, the natba'u is nahnu.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And the yasma'una?
Yeah.
The mudare is ya. So that means it's the third person. Una means it's male.
Plural?
Plural male and third person.
Cool.
So we can afflict them for their sins and set a seal on their hearts so they would not be able to hear. Yasma'una is the action of hearing, right? And this is also fi'l mudari, alif, asabnahu.
I don't like it.
You don't like what? Brother Javed, what did you like?
I'm getting confused.
Okay, about what?
I'm trying to decode this asab nahum.
Okay.
So what is the like
okay. This is what we're gonna do. If you are really worried about this,
maybe do it on a piece of paper, brother. That way, maybe we can all do.
I have a better idea. You will save us some trouble of guessing. Okay. Okay. So this is coming from. This verse is coming from Surah number 7 and ayah verse number 100. So let's look at that together, inshallah. So Surah number 7 and the verse number 100. Okay. So okay. Okay, asabnahum is a, look at this. It's a first person plural form number 4 perfect verb.
We can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. So, brother Javed, this one, it's a verb, asabnahum. We know that. Now, na is what?
Us. We.
And whom is?
Like this is Allah.
Okay, na is we. Whom is?
Them.
Them. And asabna is the verb. It means we afflict them. Okay, we afflict them. And because it's a form 4, we don't know what form 4 is yet. So I cannot talk about that, but we are planning to talk about that soon. Okay, but it is a perfect tense. So that means this is a past tense. Asabnahum. We could.
How is it calling the perfect word? The verb I know is coming from sob. Sod, wow, ba. So how is it perfect? If they're dropping the wa and just
okay.
I don't want to go there, but I just want to tell you about this is what I was confused about.
Okay, let's look at this way.
That's the alif. It is the fourth one. Alif.
Okay, so let's look at this, guys. What is this, brother Javed?
Fa'ala.
Okay, fa'ala. What is the meaning of that?
He did.
Okay. What is this?
He did.
Which number is this?
Don't ask me numbers.
Okay, which number is it?
Third person.
Okay. So the verb we are dealing with, if I write it down, is
is I did.
okay. Can you see it? Can you see my screen?
No.
No.
We are seeing your screen of Fa'ala and Fa'alna right now.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now this is the verb, asab. Okay. I want to say we. So I'm going to say na. Yes. And then I want to say them. So what am I going to say?
Whom?
Asabnahum. Now this is how many letter verb is this?
3 talata.
Salata. How many is this?
3 talata.
4. Okay.
The one is missing now, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, sorry. It's 3, but it's form 4. Now you don't know what form 4 is, so we'll worry about that later. Okay. Asabnahum, meaning asab means afflict. Who afflict? We. To who? Them. That is why it's a past tense, not a fi'l mudari. Is that making sense now when you see fa'alna? Are you still confused?
No, it is clear if it is a past tense, but yeah.
Yeah, it is clear that it's a past tense, right? So that's one thing we are trying to understand. Okay, now let's go back and look at other things.
So, Abid, just to go back to that previously question on this is a fa'alna.
Okay, what about one?
If can I say like if I say I did to him afalnahum?
Yes, there is a verb of Allah too. Okay, so okay, brother Javed asking this question, so let me quickly share something with you guys. Okay. There are 3-letter verbs.
Correct.
We have pretty much like 99% of the words are 3-letter words. Okay. Then there are also which are 4-letter. They could be 5-letter or more. Okay. So verbs have patterns. Okay. So right now we are learning the 3-letter patterns. In the 3-letter patterns, one pattern we have is fa'ala. The 3-letter? Yeah?
Yes.
3-letter, 1, 2, 3. This has 6 different patterns. In Arabic, they're known as form 1. Making sense, brother Javed?
Okay.
And they have 6 different patterns. Which
in
means,
form 1, okay?
Yes, in form 1. So form 1 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different patterns.
Okay.
And and we understand those patterns based on fa'ala, yaf, alu. Okay. So today I didn't want you to cover this because right now we're already confused about fi'l mudari because it's our first lecture.
Okay.
Before it sinks in, if I start telling you about all these things, you're gonna say, what is this? Then there are form 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Making sense?
Okay.
Yes. And these form 2s are more than 3 letters. So in Arabic, the 3-letter ones are known as Salasi Mujarrad. What are they known as? Salasi Mujarrad. And the other ones are known as Salasi Mujarrad Mazid, meaning they have more than 3 letters. And what we are struggling with right now, we are only doing form 1 right now. Okay. So what will happen in the future, you will see that sometime there is fa'ala, but there is an extra alif here. Making sense? So wait till the day we get there. And for the next lecture, we'll do the 6 patterns when we are ready for that. So today, we just learning, mainly we are trying to understand this, how we're gonna make the 14 variations and what do they mean.
Yes, at the beginning it's just confusing, but maybe once we do it few times,
yes,
then it makes sense.
Yes.
Even my friend, she was telling me to take omega fish tablets. She told me, no, you don't need the fish tablet. You need a, like the when the kids they take the whole bottle. She said, no, you need the whole bottle of the fish oil. She was making fun of me. So at the beginning it's just confusing, but once we get few maybe lessons, then we'll be okay.
Yes, inshallah. So we will get there, inshallah. But just try to capture, because see, we have come this far by being patient and trying to understand, even those things are confusing. Okay. So again, yabhasu, again, fi'l mudare, single, male. Yakfuruna, again, fi'l mudare and third person, male. Yakuluna, same thing. Okay. So now the question which brother Fawad was saying, when there is a sofa, this means we know that it is future tense. Anytime you see sayakulu, that is for the, look at that, the foolish people will say. So next time when you see a sa in front of Fela Modare, a sign of, that means it is, we're talking about future tense. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Kalla Saufa, that is also same thing. Saufa is Talamun. What is Talamun, by the way? Is it second person or first person?
Second.
Second person. So
Plural.
when there is a sofa or the sa in front of it, then it is talking about future tense.
Future.
Okay. So summa kalla sawfa ta'lamun, never you will come to know. And the sa also talked about soon. It means something they will find out soon. Okay. So this is okay. So we got this far. And we're pretty much out of time as well. So sorry for the confusion, but I am sure that inshallah with practice, we will get there inshallah. So any questions? Any questions?
No.
Not at the moment? Brother Fawad?
We're just absorbing the new information.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. So I hope you have this. Do you guys have this book? Did I give you this book already, or you don't have this one?
Yes.
This which one? Lisan al-Quran? Or the,
This
we
one,
have, I think.
I think I shared it with you guys.
Yeah.
So
We have
basically,
this one, yeah.
when you open the PDF, you click on this icon right here.
It's on the Google now?
I don't remember. I may have put it in the WhatsApp group. Can somebody share with Brother Javed?
Please do that.
Yeah. So you go to the contents and you look at the chapter list, and then you go to that page, and inshallah you will see it. Okay.
Brother Abid might as well put this into the group.
Yes, I think I have done it several times.
So I will do it now.
It should still be in the WhatsApp group if you can search the group.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So inshallah, we will talk on Thursday, and we'll try to make sense of this with more examples, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah khair.
Assalamu alaikum.
Right.